arrived at your destination.
Okay, so normally I would be on camera talking about pro wrestling, and in all honesty, in the last few weeks I really haven't made much videos because I've been working on something really cool for the channel, much more in-depth editing. I've been trying to learn a lot more, so I figured a break would be worth it. But of course, as some of you guys know, especially if you follow me on Twitter, I haven't necessarily stopped watching wrestling. I've just been working on learning a lot more editing techniques and things like that so I can improve my content here. And I just had to speak up on this topic. So if you guys didn't know, SmackDown was not on Fox. It was actually on FS1. And AEW, of course, was on TNT. And of course, AEW beat TNT, or I'm sorry, they beat NXT on USA. And this has been happening for weeks and weeks and weeks. But the big thing here, the big story of the day, this is the one I had to talk about on video. Even though I don't have my camera on or anything like that, I wanted to weigh in on the conversation because Twitter has been going crazy because AEW had defeated SmackDown this week. And of course, a lot of people are scared and they're skeptical and they don't know what to think. But at this point in time, AEW had more viewers than SmackDown, and quite honestly, it wasn't by a lot. It was just shy of 100,000 viewers. SmackDown did 888,000 viewers this past week. And of course, being on a different channel, the number was shocking. But FS1 is not widely available. In fact, I know most cable providers, they want you to have a higher package, and a lot of people just aren't doing that these days. So should people be worried about the ratings, and should they consider this a win for AEW? Well, of course, you cannot knock this from AEW. It's definitely something to help build their confidence and their momentum because they have defeated what is now proclaimed the WWE A show. And ultimately, this is where things get really crazy because AEW is going to continue moving forward, obviously trying to carry momentum. And you got to remember, AEW's ratings were actually down from 1 million viewers. So they're going to try to keep grinding and get these numbers up. But WWE is looking at making some huge changes very, very soon. And of course, with ratings this low, it's actually really scary. And I know WWE was on a different channel. I know that I know that there was a lot of changes for them this week, but ultimately, if SmackDown is going to be your new A show, this is just a bad sign in general. You've tried promoting this as your primary show. You've promoted it to a different channel for the one time being. And I think what this has really caused what this really shows is that pro wrestling fans who love WWE will not move out of their convenience. If it's inconvenient for them to watch it, they're not going to do that. And for people who don't have the network or they don't have access to it, or quite frankly, they want to go out and do real normal people things on Friday night, maybe they don't want to stay in and watch pro wrestling. That's all part of it. That's all part of the conversation. But of course, this has become an issue because AEW is showing that there is a different option. And whether or not you like AEW or not, they are starting to understand everything that WWE is losing its grip on. And I don't think this is the end of WWE, but I do think we're going to see WWE make some major changes, and we're going to see what happens. We'll see what's the different stuff that they bring to the table. But of course, SmackDown, clearly they don't have a huge, strong fan base if people weren't willing to go out of their own way to watch it. And that's why I want to talk about this. Guys, we have tons of stuff coming to the channel. Please stick with us, and definitely some more coming soon. And hopefully you guys click that subscribe button, ring that bell, and for now I will see you till next time.
You have arrived at your destination.